Hi. So in the last video we went through the format of a balance sheet and what a balance sheet is. In this video we'll solve a sum related to the balance sheet. So when they first give us a question, we're supposed to go through the question and understand which item will go under which head. So let's start with the basic rough work. So land and building, property, plant and equipment, fixed deposit accepted is long-term borrowing. Furniture is property, plant and equipment. Goodwill goes under intangible asset. Inventories goes under current asset as inventory. Sundry creditors are trade payables. Machinery is property, plant, equipment. Cash is cash and bank balance. Bills payable, again trade payable. Bank is cash and bank. General reserve is reserves and surplus. Calls and arrears comes under share capital. Securities premium, reserves and surplus. Capital 18,000 equity shares of 10 fully called up, share capital again. Preliminary expenses are written off from reserves and surplus. Debentures are long-term borrowings. Provision for tax is short-term provision. Statement of profit and loss, this is reserves and surplus. Investment in Z Limited, so we have invested and that is a non-current investment. Bills receivable, trade receivable, debtors, trade receivable, unclaimed dividends, other current liabilities, authorized capital, share capital, and share for feature is again share capital. Then they have also given us additional information. It says proposed dividend for the year 31st March 2022 was 14,000. So we're making the balance sheet as at 31st March 2022. So this is current year's proposed dividend. This is a contingent liability. So it will come below notes to accounts as a separate note. It is not included in the format of the balance sheet, okay? So let's continue with our sum. Let's place the items. Now first we have share capital under the format. So let's complete share capital's notes to accounts. We've been given authorized capital, which is 20,000 of 10 rupee each, and then we don't have issued, we have subscribed and fully paid, and then we have call scenarios, and we also have share for feature of 500. Okay, let's go through this. These are our notes to accounts. We have 20,000 authorized shares of 10 each. Authorized and issued capital just has to be shown, but it doesn't come in the balance sheet. Issued was not given to us, so we write subscribed. So 18,000 shares were there, but we haven't received, we have call scenarios on 1,000 shares, so we have received full amount on 17,000 shares of rupees 10 each. And then we have 1,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, so 10,000, and we had call scenarios of rupees 2,000. So on these 1,000 shares we have received 8,000. Then we also have calls share for feature account, right? The share for feature is added, that was 500, so we have 8,500, and then we add 1,70,000 plus 8,500. This is our amount for the share capital, so we can write it as note 1 in the balance sheet. Next we have reserves and surplus. So we have securities and general reserve, securities premium, and then we have preliminary expenses, statement of profit and loss, credit balance. Okay, Let's note down our reserves and surplus. First we had securities premium of 10,000, general reserves were 12,000, and then we had statement of profit and loss, credit balance, so that is a gain, that was worth, let's see, 48,000, and then we have to write off preliminary expenses worth 22,000. That will give us 10, 20, okay, 48,000. So under reserves and surplus, we have 48,000. Then we do not have share application money pending allotment. Non-current liabilities, we do have long-term borrowing. So let's see. Fixed deposit accepted was 15,000 and debentures worth 35,000. So long-term borrowings. We had fixed deposits worth 15,000 and so we had 10%. We had 10% debentures of 35,000. Hence the total is 50,000. We will write that under note 3 in our balance sheet. Next, deferred tax liabilities, no. Other long-term liabilities, no. Long-term provisions, we didn't have any. Current liabilities, short-term borrowings. We do not have any short-term borrowings. Trade payables, yes, we had creditors and bills payable. Sundry creditors worth 9,000 and bills payable worth 7,000. This is our fourth item. Next, we have other current liability and we had short-term provision. Okay, other current liability is unclaimed dividend worth 11,000. And short-term provision, we had provision for taxation. Provision for taxation was worth 36,000. So let's write it down in our format. Okay, so now we're done with equity and liabilities. Let's total it up. 1,75,000 plus 48,000 plus 50,000 plus 16,000 plus 11,000 plus 36,000. Okay, that gives us 3,39,500. Let's go towards the asset side now. Land building. Okay, we have land and building. Then we have machinery. We have furniture. Okay, property, plant and equipment. We can to make solving sums faster, we can use short forms, but in the exam please write the full forms. Land and building, we had land and building, we had machinery, and we had furniture. Machinery was worth 25,000 and furniture worth 30,000. That gives us let's write it down. Then we had intangible asset, which was our goodwill, worth 10,000. Okay, that goes in the outer column because says single item. That is our note number 8. Non-current investments. Yes, we had investments in Z Limited, 15,000. Okay. That is our note number 9. Long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets, no. Current investments, we didn't have any. Inventories, yes. Inventories we can write directly because it was provided directly to us, 24,000. Trade receivables, yes, we had trade receivables, bills receivable and debtors. Bills receivables were worth 7,000 and debtors were worth 9,000. Gives us 16,000 under note number 10, 16,000. Then we had cash and bank balance. Cash was 38,000 and bank was 72,000. That gives us 1,10,000. Under note 11, let's add it up, and you will find that equity and liabilities is equal to total assets. 1,64,500 plus 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 24,000 plus 16,000 plus 1,10,000 will give you 3,39,500. And our sum isn't complete yet because there was a note we had to write. Proposed dividend was 14,000. So now notes to accounts, under notes to accounts, note here. Content. For proposed dividend worth rupees 14,000. That's all. So I hope you understood how to solve a sum, and I suggest you solve most of the illustrations given in your textbook and the unsolved sums to be clear with your concept. That's all.